Here we go again. This time, doing it right.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
By the way, the graphics are so low because I have a very, very old computer.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Oh wait. It's been setting. I'm not sure if I have them as they should be. Let's see. I need to make sure this is like specified as Morrowind. Like the stream. Like they haven't streamed so long, you know, that let's see. I forget what the thing is. Not my source thinking. Something else. Let's see. I have my shot right here. I'm just worried this is classified as a different game. Stream information. Okay. This is not fun to say. I'm sorry for the accidental lie. Let's see. Morrowind. There we go. Okay, I updated it. So now, it will be displayed properly. Okay, slight readjust, and going back in.
yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
I will try. I will try.
On
Thank you
deck,
for
now.
letting me out.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where. Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Maybe I can increase it a tiny bit. There.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
I'm weirdly obsessive about like having my skills and like pyramid style, as in the longer words are on the bottom, and vice versa. So let's see. I just think it looks better. And those weird little things. I will take a screenshot of my mod load order in a while. Let's see. What will I be? Let's go with heavy, medium. Oh wait, let's look at the material. Let's see. See if there's anything I want to add in my skill. Okay. We can just go with this. Okay. Here we go.
Very good. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be? Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
We need to make sure. Action it. Say, okay. I think that all checks out. Well, there we go.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celisgravius.
It's gonna be time to save soon. Starting out with the weakest weapon. You know, I've been. Let's see. Look around for first. I guess. Never mind for now. Where's the lockpick? Oh, there it is. Yes, this is an amazing mod. Oblivion, lockpicking. Kitty likes it a lot. It was too slow, but I figured out. Anything, but still, I have no choice because I'm in great danger. There's bad things out there. Some want me dead. Where's that dagger? It's usually here. Am I able to... let's see. What's basic tools? I'm not familiar with it. It's interesting though. be fighting back. Later say really fast. As soon as I look all the stuff. And I'll turn down the volume. And I'll say, and then, you know, I'll talk about things related to my computer and mods and stuff like that. Okay. So, torch here. I'll save that one. Wonder if I can enter containers here. Not yet. No. Which is a shame. Because they help regenerate fatigue. Oh, this is gonna be a brutal experience. I never complained these mods before. And yes, screen is gray. Because my fatigue is low. Wait for 1 hour. So this is my best weapon right now. Well, for now all I have is unarmed. Let's see. I need to make sure I'm unarmed. Because that's the best I got for right now. Okay. Wait, I can't save. I will need to talk to the... Oh, you hate me. Wait, because with my claws drawn. I hope. Okay. Remember, this is essential. Or else I'll starve and die. Oh. Well, are we supposed to go this way? I'm afraid. Okay. Not as bad as I thought. And I can't get here. Yikes. But we can save. So 3 backups. Once we save, you know, we can relax and stuff. Okay. So... Oh no. Those horrific sounds. Alright. Nerve-wracking. Let's go back and play. So, anyway, we're gonna have to visit Devious here. But beforehand, because I haven't streamed in a while, to take a tiny little walk and just give an update on things. Like, you know, I was working on DwemerNightTerrors for the longest time, and you know, I only recently got like all the bugs or major bugs removed from it. And if you notice, I am using BC Fit instead of Vania because my computer is very weak. My computer can't keep up with Vania. It's like a 10 to 11-year-old computer. And then even Morrowind, I need to keep the settings low. Although that's it. Something about Morrowind is so nice. Because it looks nice. Even like it. It's just the design is so nice. It looks good even old school mode. As for the mod and music, it's a variety of mods you can see on the exit. I will give a link in the chat. Let's see. It's loading right now. I am combining DwemerNightTerrors, Zombie Apocalypse, DevilishNeeds, and Session Carlo. Let's see. So this is the question. Like one of the ones I made. I didn't make the other survival mods, but you know, I've been waiting to stream this overhaul for a while. I haven't done any streams for quite a while now. A lot of it's like my computer's struck even with games like Morrowind and PlanetSide, and it's not gonna be like this forever, but you know, for a while my computer's gonna be behind the time, and yeah, because of that, that's a major part of the reason why, you know, I run my graphics in low spec, and you know, my computer is so weak that I can't even play VR chat on my desktop. Like, I cannot the Quest headset, but it cannot handle it on desktop at all, which is causing some problems with like wanting to get verified on VR chat on Steam. which I eventually want to do, but my computer is just too weak for that right now. Hence the only reason why I haven't done that yet. Let's see. I'm gonna tweak something real fast. See you in the next video real fast. Let's see. I'll be right back.